Welcome again to your Live Light devotional, day 143. Colossians 3 verse 14. Out of all the garments that God has given you, there's one that ties everything together just right. You should wear it all the time, no matter where you are. That garment is love. No matter how big your failures are, they can never outweigh God's love for you. Cozy and wrapped up. The first time I visited my child overseas, she told me, "Dad, don't bring too many clothes. We layer here." I thought, so what? That's nothing new. We do that in South Africa too. For us, layering means 3 to 4 pieces. A warm vest, a cozy sweater, another coat, and maybe a scarf for when the wind picks up, plus gloves, of course. So in classic South African fashion, I packed a bunch of really warm layers. I was all set up for any snow, wind or surprise, deep freeze like I was climbing Everest. So I've prepared to be rather safe than sorry. One chilly morning we headed into town to do some shopping. It was freezing and I was bundled up in layers, feeling pretty cozy. But as soon as we stepped into the mall, it was like walking into a sauna. I started to feel like a watering can, with every sweat pore working overtime. My glasses fogged up, my neck and hair got damp, and my inner jacket clung to me like a wetsuit. My child looked at me with wide eyes and asked, "Daddy, are you okay?" Between a gasp and a sigh, I replied, "Darling, I think I'm melting." When I mentioned I was wearing 3 layers, she burst out laughing, and even the cashiers felt sorry for me. Then she explained, "Dad, layering here means you wear something thin underneath and a big warm coat on top that you can easily take off. Everything here has central heating." I definitely learned the hard way that you need to dress right for where you're going and also to communicate clearly, otherwise you leave garage doors open for misunderstanding. Looking back on that day, I started to realize something really valuable. God's space of love is like that warm shopping center. It fills your heart with warmth and unconditional love and acceptance, giving you the strength to let go of certain layers. Layers of fear, self-defense, and even guilt. You can truly be yourself in God's presence. But the tough truth is that we have to step out into the cold world every day. That's where our spiritual layering becomes so important. In a world that can feel really cold and unwelcoming, where words can hurt and emotional storms rage, you need those spiritual layers. A layer of patience, a layer of grace, a layer of tolerance, and a thick layer of humility and gentleness. Without that big, sturdy jacket of love covering everything, the other layers just don't function right. Love is that essential piece of clothing that holds God's warmth inside and keeps all the other loving virtues in check. That's why Paul says, "And above all these, put on love, the bond of perfection." Colossians 3 verse 14. Sometimes God's love leads us to tough situations because He believes in us more than we believe in ourselves. Something to ponder. Why do you think it's so hard for us to put on God's garments? How can we live more lightly and comfortably with God? How are you planning to start shedding those unnecessary old layers of clothes today? Lord, I really appreciate how you wrap me in your love every single day. Please help me to put on my spiritual armor daily, and most importantly, to share that love with others too. Amen. You will find everything you will need for every day if you allow God to dress you in His jacket and coat of love, cozy and wrapped up. Be blessed. Love and regards, Charles Butter. For more inspiration, you are more than welcome to visit our Live Light Community Facebook page as well as our Live Light Community YouTube channel. Shalom.